everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Broncos going up against the Bears. The snow may be coming down in the Great Lakes region, but we'll send you out to two guys who are always cool. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we thank you. Well, the Windy City has been brought to its knees by this recent snowstorm, but we are still playing football at Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go. Blue, line it. Back down in our belly. Here we go. No. Jack, Patriot.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Steps away to his left. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
Off the play fake, here's Lynch. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Defensively, the starters for Chicago, and they feel like they've got a big-time disruptor in Leonard Floyd from Georgia.
And when the draft process began, there was a mixed bag of opinions about Leonard Floyd. But as time went on and he tested and people saw him work out and they saw the sheer athleticism, people realized they better move fast to get him, and the Bears did, moving up in the first round to number 9 to pluck him.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They go play action with Lynch. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, dashing through the snow. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. Now Lynch to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Throwing, Hundley. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss in open field.
Fresh set of downs here. Now Hundley. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go! 38! Flex round! Ohio! Flex round!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And let's not take for granted, in these conditions, that's never an easy pass and catch.
You really got to find a way to drive the ball. You know, get your grip. You know, that's why we see some of the guys now, they put the gloves on when they throw the ball in this type of a condition. Sometimes the glove might make it too slippery. So you got to figure out what's going to work for you. But how about the receivers? Looking back and trying to locate the ball coming through snow and making sure they have full concentration.
And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
And we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
Looking to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Their big tight end, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go. Because
now the defense loses him. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Play action. It's Lynch. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here we go now. Green.
Lynch looking to throw on second. That is caught inside the 5. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Big play here. 3rd down and goal from the 2. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Let's go. 190. 190.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 2nd and 10 here.
We got three, fellas. Here we go. 190. Flex round.
They'll look to throw again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Flex round. Here we go. Flex round.
Throwing, Hundley. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
Here we go. 1-9.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Come on, let's go.
Now Hundley. Going to throw right side here, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Next round. Come on, let's go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
Let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jonathan Bullard in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Play action. Now Lynch. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, Lynch looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing right, and that's complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And in this weather, I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends whether they wear a glove, not wear a glove.
And he's going to be intercepted, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll run it here. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be a Chicago 1st down.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. 1st and 10. It's Lynch. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Play action. It's Lynch. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Well, if you do read man covers, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll come out in the pistol. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. And it is good. So they take the lead, and now the pressure falls on their defense to try and hold on. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they'll go on the ground. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go.
Got a try it here. He's back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 17 there, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Lynch down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Denver, the win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.